Hi, I'm Bert Gambini. I'm the host of Nickel City Chef. This is the 9th competition that we've produced so far. It is the 5th of season 2, and really a privilege today to watch two chefs at work. From Bistro, Europa, Steve Gedra was here, and from Sample Restaurant on Allen Street in Buffalo, Adam Goetz, our Nickel City chef.
The coolest thing about this competition today was the chefs have different styles, discernibly different styles. Adam, really technical, a lot of little plates, and Gedra, more comfort, straight up kind of food.
We actually had two secret ingredients today. Our chefs were working with both maple syrup and maple vinegar. But we have an opportunity to watch these chefs at work with something that they may not have incorporated into dishes before.
I think it's a great ingredient. I mean, I think a lot of people tend to think of it just as a sweetener or just for pancakes or for waffles, but I think that you can really use it and utilize a lot of its properties. I mean, it's a finished food product, so you have to be a little bit more delicate when you're trying to use it as an ingredient. What we did today was we used it for braising, we used it as a marinade, and we tried to use it in as many different ways as we could to accentuate the richness of maple syrup and to help with sweetening up and helping break down some of the meats that we were braising.
Okay, for the first course we made Grand Slam, which is tempura fried egg, braised pork belly that was braised in maple, and truffle potato hash with ramps and maple vinaigrette.
For our first course today, we did what we called breakfast, which was a maple syrup tasting. It was a poached egg with some toast crumbles, and we made our own maple whipped butter. Then we did a bruleed grapefruit supreme marinated in citrus, maple syrup, and mint, and then a braised pork belly with a little arugula salad on there to add a little peppery kick, and a really strong cup of coffee with a really nice maple syrup and cream foam.
So for the second course, we made maple sugar-crusted venison with maple whipped sweet potatoes and braising greens that had maple vinegar in it.
So for our second course, we did a maple syrup braised beef short rib with a little maple syrup pickled asparagus, some manchego cheese, polenta, a little Westphalian ham jus with some Westphalian ham that we got from a local purveyor, Starr's, and we did a little maple mojito to try to cut through some of the richness.
For the third course, we did maple bacon milkshake with foie gras peanut butter and jelly, which had a pine nut butter and lingonberry jam, which I put maple vinegar into.
Last course, we did a buttermilk waffle bread pudding with a little maple syrup in there. We did some maple spun sugar, maple syrup candied walnuts. And then we topped it all off with raspberries macerated in maple vinegar and maple syrup.
Today's battle was one of those things where I really feel bad being a part of making any type of decision about winner and loser, because both chefs did such a miraculous job, both with the secret ingredient and with just the cooking in general. Both sides presented almost equally incredible dishes. There were no flaws, really. Nothing was lacking. As far as I'm concerned, both sides won because the food was extraordinary.
It was a great day. I think that either myself or Chef Steve could have done any better. The dishes were very innovative. The dishes were huge with flavor, packed with flavor. All the presentations were beautiful. And you know, if you have to lose, I don't mind losing to somebody like that who really put out his best foot forward and really put out some fantastic dishes.
Really, a duck fat fryer? Done.